Welcome to EMR Physics. I am Raju. 12th Standard Physics Unit 1 Electrostatics la இப்போ நம்ம பார்க்க போற டாபிக் electric dipole. What is electric dipole அப்படினா two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance is known as dipole. Two equal and opposite charges, அதாவது இது வந்து plus q னு எடுத்துக்கலாம். Suppose if this is another charge which is minus q. So these are the two equal and opposite charges. They are separated by a small distance. So this will constitute an electric dipole. Electric dipole அப்படிங்கிறது என்னன்னா equal and opposite charges. The charges are equal. Magnitude of this charge is q and this charge is also having the same magnitude, but the signs are opposite. This is plus and this one is minus. So they are the equal and opposite charges and they are separated by a small distance. This will constitute an electric dipole. So this is the definition of electric dipole. Electric dipole na two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance constitute an electric dipole. Okay, இப்போ dipole momentங்கிறத எப்படி டிஃபைன் பண்ணுறதுன்னு பார்க்கலாம். Electric dipole moment is defined as P vector is equal to charge into distance. That is, we are having two equal and opposite charges. So first we are taking the positive charge. The positive charge is plus q and the position vector of the positive charge is r plus vector. Similarly, negative charge is minus q and the position vector of negative charge is r minus vector. So this is a general definition of electric dipole moment. The dipole moment vector p is defined as first charge into the position vector of the first charge and second charge into the position vector of the second charge. Now for simplicity, let us see how we can find the dipole moment. This is the origin. The two dipoles plus q and minus q are placed on the x-axis. Minus q and plus q are placed on the x-axis. Let us assume like this. O is the origin and the plus q is at a distance of a from the origin. Similarly, minus q is at a distance of a from origin. The total distance between the two charges is equal to 2 into a. Okay, now let us find the dipole moment P. Dipole moment, electric dipole moment, electric dipole moment P vector is equal to the first charge, that is this charge plus q into the distance. A is the distance from the origin and since it is from origin to positive x-axis, it can be written as a into I cap. I cap is a unit vector from the origin. Since this is a position vector of the plus q. So position vector is the magnitude of the distance and the direction. So the direction along the x-axis, positive x-axis is I cap. Similarly, second charge is minus q. And what is the position vector of the second charge? The distance is a and along the minus x-axis, the minus x-axis can be represented by minus I cap. So a into minus I cap. அதாவது இங்கே plus I capங்கிறது the direction along the positive x-axis. Minus I capங்கிறது என்னது? It is a unit vector along the minus x-axis. Plus x-axis நோடைய direction வந்து I capனு சொல்லுவோம். Minus x-axis நோடைய direction வந்து minus I cap. So Iங்கிறது unit vector. That will give you the direction. Okay, from this we can write this is q into a I cap, minus of minus plus, so q into a into I cap. Now this can be written as 2q a into I cap, or we can write this as q into 2a into I cap. So from this we can conclude that the dipole moment is the product of charge into the distance between the two charges. So the dipole moment is the product of charge and distance between the two charges. And here this I cap will give you the direction of the dipole moment vector. Since we are having I cap here, we can conclude that the direction of the dipole moment vector is from minus q to plus q. So the direction of dipole moment vector is from minus q to plus q, and it is along the line joining. So இதை எப்படி ரெப்ரசன்ட் பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னா, the direction of the dipole moment vector p. p னுடைய direction is from minus q to plus q. What is the magnitude of dipole moment அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, p is equal to q into 2a. So this is a magnitude of the dipole moment. Magnitude of the electric dipole moment is charge into the distance, total distance between the two charges. அதாவது மைனஸ் க்யூலேருந்து ப்ளஸ் க்யூ வரைக்கும் என்ன டிஸ்டன்ஸ் இருக்குதோ அதை வந்து த டிஸ்டன்ஸ் பிட்வீன் த டூ சார்ஜஸ் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறோம். ஸோ அந்த டிஸ்டன்ஸை சார்ஜால் எனி ஒன் ஆஃப் த சார்ஜால் மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணோம்னா நமக்கு கிடைக்கிறது டைபோல் மொமெண்ட்.